Welcome to Psychology Pub. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment for more great videos. Today, we're going to discuss 8 signs your child is depressed. Have you noticed a personality change in your child? Are you worried they may be depressed but aren't sure what signs to look for? We understand. It can be challenging to tell whether a child may be suffering from depression. If you're not sure about the signs of depression in kids, then read on. We've put together some information to help you learn about the most common symptoms of depression in children. What causes depression in children? Depression in children and adults is a very complex health issue, which has a variety of factors and causes. Some of the problems that may lead to childhood depression include a family history. If a child has close family members who have depression, their risk of experiencing depression goes up, even in childhood. Brain chemistry imbalances. It's possible that imbalances in neurotransmitters in the brain can lead to depression. Environment. When home life is unstable, stressful, or chaotic, a child has a higher risk of developing depression. However, bullying at school and other problems can also lead to depression in kids. Stress. High levels of stress can cause depression in kids. For instance, major life changes, such as a divorce, a death in the family, or even moving can lead to depression. Physical health. Certain physical health conditions may lead to depression, including diabetes and other chronic illnesses, such as asthma and more. Any of these issues, or a combination of them, can lead to depression in kids. This is what makes it challenging to make a diagnosis of depression in children. Signs of depression in children. 1. Grades are falling. It's normal for all kids to experience high and low grades over time. Falling grades can be an issue when changing to new schools, the curriculum becomes more difficult, and more. However, when a child shows an academic decline in school, it can also signify they may be depressed. You may also notice that your child doesn't want to attend school. They have trouble paying attention and doing their schoolwork. Again, these symptoms may be more pronounced if the child has been happy in the past and their grades are normally high. 2. The blues or sadness. The blues and sadness are normal in childhood. Many things can cause sadness, such as a friend moving away, the loss of a beloved pet or relative, and more. However, if a child's sadness continues for an extended period, then chances are they could be depressed. Children who are depressed may have an overall sense of sadness about everything, from their life to schoolwork and more. However, it's also possible a child may not be able to tell what's causing their feelings. You may also notice your child cries or tears up for no reason that's obvious to you. If your child experiences feelings of sadness or the blues for longer than a couple of weeks, it's time to seek help. You may want to start with your child's pediatrician and see what they recommend. 3. Loss of interest in activities. Kids normally lose interest in things. It's expected as they grow and change. Their interests and activities will also change. However, if your child suddenly loses interest in every activity they used to enjoy, this may be an indication of depression. Children who are depressed, just like adults, find it challenging to experience fun and excitement in anything at all. It's pretty common for a child to lose interest and become indifferent to everything. Or, you may notice your child is participating but is only going through the motions. As a result, they experience no fun or happiness from their activities. 4. Loss of interest in family and friends. It's pretty common for children's friends to change as they grow. What's more, children go through phases where they want to spend time with family. This may change. However, as they enter their teen years, withdrawing from all social contacts is sometimes a sign of depression in children. Wanting to withdraw from family and friends can happen if a child feels different, as if no one understands them, feeling worthless, and more. Children who are withdrawing in this way tend to keep to themselves. They avoid interacting and social occasions, such as going to school, going to friends' parties, and more. 5. Changes in eating habits and/or weight. Additional signs of depression in kids are changes in eating habits and/or weight. A child may be feeling bad about their weight if they're obese or even too skinny, for instance. In that case, depression can cause the child to eat too much or too little to help feel better. If you've noticed a sudden change in your child's weight or eating habits, then it's best to have your child evaluated by their doctor. 6. Lack of energy. Kids get tired just like the rest of us. However, a child who is depressed may show a distinct lack of energy or motivation. You may notice your child is still very sleepy, for instance, even after a good night's sleep. They may also move slowly and take a lot of time to do tasks, such as chores, homework, and more. 7. Impulsivity and aggression. Some kids who are depressed may also act out in other ways. For example, it's not uncommon for a child to become impulsive and aggressive when feeling depressed. Impulsive behaviors may include making hasty decisions without thinking of the consequences. When it comes to aggression, a depressed child may choose to injure themselves or someone else. In addition, they may be prone to angry outbursts, destructiveness, and more. 8. Guilt. Another sign of a depressed child is excessive feelings of guilt. In this case, the child may blame themselves for everything that goes wrong, even when they're not to blame. Guilt may also cause feelings of worthlessness, hopelessness, and more. Concluding thoughts. Depression in children can be complex and challenging to diagnose. However, if your child seems to have one or more of the symptoms in this article, it's best to make an appointment with the pediatrician. Children who are suffering from depression need and deserve help with this condition, so be sure to reach out to a healthcare professional to get your child the help they need. Thanks so much for joining us today on Psychology Pub. Once again, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more great videos in the future.